GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Viking 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
18 Rebel, 18 rep, 70 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Okay, and defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 18, Pioneer.
Determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
76, Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, Buffalo 18. Let go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
They go back to their huddle with more pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hot 70, hot 70. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Boswell's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now back to throw. And end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Shifts by him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey. Bronco 80.
They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 53 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
18 Rattler, 18, 60 by 6, 19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
Get it. 70, go.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
And the Steelers first down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready.
From the gun, run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. That's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
Hey, hey. Hey, come on. Nice shot. 13. Yeah. No, we changed it.
Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Report. No, we changed it. Hey, report. You at X.
Jackson now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I like what the offense did there, trying to spread the defense out with a 5-receiver formation. But give the defense credit. They stayed their spot and were able to disrupt the catch and force the ball to the turf.
Hey, report. 13.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Middle.
Again, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
Then why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Trap 60.
On play action, they'll throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
70. Here we go. Shot. 18 Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Look.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10 stacked at the 11.
On gain of 4, it's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Second and 6.
Inside handoff, Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Mike Green. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
7 Pirates, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
They're going to look to throw. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And on that one, the youngster got caught holding the football a little too long in his own end zone.
And, Brandon, you know how we always talk about the clock that a quarterback has to have in his head when he's passing the ball? It has to speed up when you're backed up like this because you know pressure's coming at you. He'll learn. He's just a rookie.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180!
Off the option, here's Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Let's go! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! You change it. Hey, Milk! Go! Sit hot!
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Cowboys!
This time they stay on the ground. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the Baltimore first down.
No, we changed it.
First and 10 at the 33.
Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
This time, Jackson will throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Play clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Warriors 17, 18, Pioneer.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And it is caught. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch in this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready.
Slot man moves right. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
17-yard line.
70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Cougar 19.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Ravens 12. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On the return is Jones. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they want.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, 62 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
45-yard line.
Middle. 13.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
Hey, middle. Shut up.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Alex Highsmith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
180. Sit hard. Yo.
Out of the gun, they look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. They were able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
A 9-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. He tried to keep it himself but can't stretch his way in. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete as well.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Let's take it inside his own 40. punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jackson going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Jackson now. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Report.
1st and 10 at the 35.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Mason Graham in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Okay, ready?
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Highsmith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check. Hurt.
They're going for it. Huntley.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Mike Green in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
And it's 3rd down.
facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone. They need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Huntley off of play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 45-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Huntley to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw, Huntley. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go play action with Huntley. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He dumps it off for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
18. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Come on. Hey, drop to 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Check.
Huntley. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Huntley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Dragon 60. Viking 18. Big Lion.
Now Huntley.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 18 Steelers.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more